Good afternoon, everyone. I am absolutely delighted to be able to join you today. I was really sorry not to be able to join you this morning. I've just heard from Claudia how inspirational Ivan's talk was, so I would have loved to have heard that, but I'll definitely catch up with that. But I hope you've all had a really interesting and a productive morning. As Claudia has said, I'm the head of school. I'm Dr. Rachel Slater, the head of school for engineering and innovation. And it's quite a new role for me. It's one I picked up just a few months ago, so still very much finding my feet. But it's lovely to come and join you today to celebrate this National Engineering Day. And I'd like to extend a really warm welcome to the School of Engineering and Innovation, which we more often refer to as E&I. So I don't have any slides. I'm just going to say a few things about the school generally, and then talk a little bit about engineering, and then some of the support that's available to you to help you with your studies. I probably won't take the full 15 minutes, so we'll have a few minutes for questions at the end if anybody has any. The other thing I just need to flag for Fiona's benefit and Claudia's benefit, and I hope this doesn't happen, but I have had a couple of very short power cuts this morning where I've been thrown out of meetings. They've only lasted for a minute or so, so if I do disappear, I will be back with you very shortly. But I hope, fingers crossed, that won't happen. Okay, so I just wanted to say a few things, a couple of things just about E&I for those of you that might not be too aware of what we do. So we're a very large school. We're one of the largest schools in the STEM faculty, so in the science, technology, engineering and maths faculty. And we have around 12,000 undergraduate students register with us every year. We have around 250 associate lecturers, 250, 300 associate lecturers, and these are the tutors that give you your day-to-day support and lead your tutor groups. And we also have around 80 academics that help to produce the modules that you study. And then underpinning all of that, we have lots of support staff that help to keep us in order and keep us on track. So it's quite a large school with lots going on. And I think what was really nice when I saw who had registered today is that we've got students coming from a whole range of different modules. And also from a whole range of different stages in your study as well. So I know we've got some new starters, some students that are new to the OU, right through to those of you that are nearing the end of your qualification. And it was also great to see that you're not all studying engineering. And I think this is really important, and I'll come on to why in a minute. But I know we've got students joining us as well as those studying engineering, but some from our design area, from our environment area, computing, as well as the open degree, the very popular open degree. And I think this reflects the fact that we are such a broad school. So although engineering is one of our main disciplines, we also cover design and environment, technology management and systems thinking. And you'll get a flavour of all these different disciplines that will come through your engineering studies. And I think this is really important because, as you'll know, engineering doesn't happen in isolation. And I think to address the challenges that we've got in society, technological challenges, environmental challenges, engineers need to work with a whole host of different disciplines. And these can include designers, include architects, environmental and sustainability managers and planners, just to name a few. And I think also really importantly, it includes social scientists as well, because if you're working on engineering and technical solutions, they only really work if people are going to engage with them. So for me, I don't think there's ever been a more important time for engineering. We know it's always been fundamental to shaping our world and the way that we live, but now more than ever, I think with the climate crisis, with biodiversity loss, with inequality across our society and many, many other pressing issues, engineers are going to be key to helping shape a more sustainable future. And this is one of the areas that I'll come on to that later, but one of the areas that I'm very much interested in is around sustainability. So the things that are important for me, and these might be important for you too, but there'll be other areas I'm sure that are important to you. But where I think about the role that engineers can play, what I spend time thinking about is around the role they can play in the energy transition and how we can move away from the reliance on fossil fuels to cleaner energy and moving towards net zero. Also for thinking about things like more sustainable transport, and to think about the way that we build and that we live and work in buildings and our offices and our homes, and to the food that we eat, the water that we drink, the clothes that we wear, how we manage our waste, whole range of issues, and everything that we do in life really is touched on by engineers. So by studying and developing as engineers, you'll have a real opportunity to help shape the future of our world. And I think by choosing to do this with the OU, you're joining one of the largest universities and one of the very few that's dedicated to distance learning. And I think it's important to say, and I think this fits with the theme of the kind of role models and thinking about different pathways to engineering, is that there is no typical OU engineering students. Our students come from a whole range of different backgrounds and they study for all sorts of reasons. And we're open to all. And I just wanted to give you this little fact that I love this fact. That at a recent graduation ceremony, there was a 70-year age difference between the youngest graduate, who was aged 19, and the oldest graduate aged 89. And I just love the fact that we're able as an institution and a university to be able to support such a broad range of students, and really by doing that studying, the opportunities that open up to you. And as Claudia said, Ivan talked about some of those this morning. So I know that many of you will be working whilst you're studying part-time, and also will be juggling many other kind of life responsibilities. And I think it's worth just flagging that it's exactly the qualities it takes to get an OU qualification under those sometimes challenging circumstances that employers are looking for and are so key to the kind of job market. Employers know that OU students are up for a challenge. They know that they can prioritise and manage their time, and they know that they see things through to the end. And we're committed as a university in supporting you and offering you the flexibility in how you study to help you succeed. Now, I know one of the workshop sessions this afternoon that Daphne's leading is going to be looking at what the OU can do for you, and looking at how some of those barriers and challenges that you might face can be overcome. But I did just want to flag a few areas of support. So if you are new to the OU, and if you haven't done so already, do get in touch and engage with the OU Students Association. They're an amazing association and they offer lots of opportunities and support to get to know other students, lots of events, online and in-person events, including mental health and wellbeing sessions, study support sessions, coffee mornings and drop-ins. And you can also, if you're interested in getting involved with aspects of the university and the way that it's run, you can become a student rep on different committees and different groups, and you can do that through USA as well. I've also already mentioned your tutor. Do reach out to your tutor and your student support team if things feel challenging at times, because there's all sorts of support that they can offer and put in place for you. And I also wanted to give a shout out to Student Hub Live. Again, if that isn't something you've engaged with, please do, because they can give lots of tips and techniques to improve your study and help keep you motivated. And you can find that on Student Home. The other thing I wanted to say, thinking about careers, is it's never too early to check out the OU's careers and employability services as well, and look out for the sessions that they put on. So they don't just offer advice, but they do put on live sessions as well as kind of forum events where you can engage with leading employers and ask lots of career questions and get lots of practical advice and help too. And I think finally, I just wanted to kind of sum up with thinking about the theme today and the importance of role models and mentors and other people that inspire us. And I was recently reading an article by someone that I think is really inspirational, and I could see in the chat earlier that I believe she's produced a video that Fiona shared for us today, and that's the Chief Executive Officer of the Royal Academy of Engineering and also an OU honorary graduate, Hayatım Silem. And I was reading this article that Hayatım, this interview that Hayatım had done about how she never ever imagined becoming an engineer. And I think that's really important to bear in mind. And it's something that really resonated with me because I'm not an engineer by background. I'm an my academic background is in environmental management, and I came here about more than 20 years ago now to study a PhD in composting and organic waste management. And it's only by picking up the opportunities that has enabled. I became a research fellow here, and then went on to lecturing and senior lecturing, and then took up an opportunity that came up to become deputy head of school. And that's my kind of career path to becoming head of school now. But I think it's really important to just realise, and I know this is something you'll talk about this afternoon, that these career paths, there's no one standard way to becoming an engineer and no one standard pathway after your qualification. And I think I just wanted to say, be open to the challenges, be open to the opportunities that come up, and also kind of think what you can bring and the difference you can make, both to your studies and with other students, but to our kind of wider society more generally. And on that note, I can say I have nearly taken up 15 minutes, which I didn't think it would be that long. I just want to say I hope you have a great afternoon. Good luck for the workshops. If anybody does want to follow up, I've got to leave again shortly, but if anybody does want to follow up with any questions, you're very welcome to contact me directly or via Fiona and Claudia. And finally, just good luck with the rest of your studies.